Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. This is Martina and I'm back with a new cutie. I just finished this journal and I couldn't wait to share it with you. It's because I think it turned out really cute and pretty and lacy and romantic, and yes, and the name will be Romantic Laces. Let's have a look. I designed it in a way that I added many different layers of laces, appliques and other pretty fabric on top of each other to create this pretty cover for the journal. So on the back side as well, of course on the front side, on the back side, on the spine, everywhere there are laces, there are ruffles, and of course, for those who know me, you will not be surprised, as well inside. On top of the many pretty laces, I have added some gold ornaments. Here a little ornament, here a mini butterfly, and here another one in gold to give it a little bit more bliss. Yeah, the laces that I have used are old ones, newer ones, doilies, things which I found in flea markets, as well as things which I have been gifted. And yeah, that's it. Let's open it and you will see inside a lot is going on. And of course, again, laces, ruffles, pretty things, I couldn't help it. And before we do so, I would like to give you an idea about the dimensions of this thing. It's also quite heavy and it turned out bigger than I expected. It has a 7 centimeters, means 2.8 inches spine, and the size of it is 21.5 centimeters, which means 8.6 inches. And the width is 14 centimeters, which means 5.6 inches. So it's quite a chunky, fat little lady. So that's the look inside before we open it, and you can already sense that she again will have an alligator mouth. I have closed the journal with two ribbons, two ribbons of sari silk in a light rose tone, to be in tune with the romantic look and the romantic mood and style of this journal. So that's when you look into it like this. Okay, let's go for it. I open it and you see on the left hand side you see the inside of the cover, and I've put some lace on top of the paper with a wonderful rose design, and I added a belly band in a very romantic style in pink with some flower design over here, and beneath it a journaling card sits which features two Victorian ladies, and I've sewn around the edges, not in a straight line but in a wavy line to make it a little bit more interesting. Let's put it back. And you can also see, when you look to the inside, you can see the different layers of lace which I have put on the edge of the journal. There are 3 layers or even 4 layers of different lace or trim, or however you want to call it. Now let's go here. So the first of 5 signatures starts with a cover page of a hydrangea, I guess, and I have added a nice ribbon with rose elements on the side. Opening it, you see the picture of a little crown, and that's of course digital paper, and I thought, because this journal is so pretty, that it deserves a crown. Here is some vellum paper, which is Tim Holtz. Here's another lace, which I have coffee dyed, and also I have forgotten to say, also on the cover, on the lace collage cover, some of the laces I have coffee dyed. And inside this journal, some laces are coffee dyed as well as some paper. But I have also used some pastel colored papers like this rose one. You will see different colors. On the next page there is the first envelope in a very romantic style, and I have added some lace on top of the page, and this lace is glued. Many laces in the journal, most of the laces on the edges of the pages are sewn on, but this one is glued. The envelope closes with a bow, and I'm going to open it, and it's an expandable envelope, and it's made from wallpaper, which I like to do from time to time, and inside there's a pretty little flower card. The whole journal, and that's because of also the name says it, is very romantic, and many flowers, many roses. And here again a rose paper, digital paper. I have stamped on the back side to tone down these white. And here this page is avocado dyed, and I of course have added another lace. And now we come to a page which I have started to do from time to time. I like it because what you can do here is you can take out this journaling card, this tag. Of course there is some sari silk added to it in a wonderful blue tone, which nicely matches the color of this following page as well as the decoration here. But what you can do with the page is you can turn it, and you can turn it like this. So you have a pocket, but you also have the full page. So let's get it back. And what I like, of course, is that you can see the ruffle. Blue paper, light blue paper, some coffee dyed paper. This is eco dyed paper, which I use from time to time. You see the patterns of the leaves. Here I've added in a very old trim, very old lace, and you see the color is off-white, and it's quite old, and therefore I thought it nicely matches this, the story of this whole journal. And also here, this is the copy of an old fashion magazine, which comes from the beginning of the 20th century, and there are some tips and tricks how to do some embroidery, but it's in French, sorry. So there's some small butterflies, there's a pocket with a tag which I created, again with some sari silk on the edge in brown tones. On the next side there are some corresponding pockets in this teal green and romantic French style design, and I have added several journaling cards into it. All of them are sewn. This one is sewn as well, and here a little decoration on top. So, yeah, this journal is fully stuffed, and fully decorated. Still, there is enough room for journaling because it has many pages, and I have not decorated each and every page because otherwise it would just be too much for this journal. Yes, that's the other side of this fashion magazine, and you see the fashion of that time of the magazine. So another pretty lace on this page, and on the back side there's a pocket, and there's a bigger journaling card sewn around, some distress, and backed with some paper. And here I have done some, I have designed or I've made this piece of paper, and I have added I did some stenciling to give it a 3D effect, and I have done some gold waxing on top of it. On the next page, this is a dream in pink. You see a pink, light pink ruffle here, a light pink page over here. This pink becomes a little bit more heavy with this more pinky trim, and you see this little journaling card with a trim, with a pink ruffle. So Rhapsody in pink. Some decoration here. That's the vellum from the other side, and So this is the end of the first signature. The second signature also starts with a little with a little bird on a digital paper, some lace on the edge. On the back side there is a bigger pocket which is expandable, and inside this pocket there is a little, very small little journaling flip out. It carries very tiny tags, another pretty journaling card, tiny journaling card on the inside, and here there's some further room to write. And this is of course coffee dyed paper. I'm not going to close it, I just put it back. Here I have used a very pretty rose trim, and the green of this trim nicely corresponds to the green of this page. On the back side, wallpaper pocket with a very romantic Victorian design, and I have added two pieces from a digital paper which do feature historical wallpaper. So I thought this nicely fits to the theme. And here again one of my designs. I think it's difficult to see. I used some teal, I used gold waxing, I did some embossing, and all is done on coffee dyed paper. Here this bigger paper is also coffee dyed. This is this light green one. Some rose paper, again some eco dyed paper, and here what I've shown you before, it's the same principle. You can flip this out. You have the full page, but it also is a pocket, and in this case this pocket has two tags, a tag and a journaling card, and this journaling card is still missing the bow, and I'm going to put a bow in before I'm going to sell this journal. The back side is another pocket with some lace of course, and a nice tag with a rose on antique paper, not real antique but a copy of it, and this is a journaling, this is a tag which I created myself by sewing different things on it. Lace again one of the papers I did with stamping and waxing and embossing, and I think they look very pretty, and I think the video doesn't do it real justice to my taste. I think it's really nice, and also the feel and the sound it makes, I like it. And this is the inside, and I also like that when you do it on this front side, the color, the dye, diffuses into the back side as well, and this makes this nice pattern. Again some lace. Here I have added some design paper with an old wallpaper design, and it carries in this pocket, it carries a nice good big journaling card. As I said, there is enough room for journaling. There is many possibilities to do that. What I have here is a little paper bag which I have coffee dyed, and I glued on some vellum paper, and I have sewn it in the middle, and inside there are two tags with rose motifs, and all of it sits on some rose motif paper. Another card with rose motif which I've glued on here, and it carries a ruffle in red or pink sari silk. This is one of the nice trims which I use throughout this journal as well. It has this gold and cotton combination, and I like it a lot, and because it's on one side it looks precious, and on the other side it looks shabby chic. So it's a good combination, and it nicely matches a romantic journal. This is a frame which I have cut out, and it carries some picture of, it says roses and lilies. You can turn it, and here you see again one of those light green paper, and it has a nice trim which is, I think, very special because it has these wonderful pastel tones, and it has this, I always forget to look for the name of this things here, this glittering things. And I think it looks so nice, and it also looks, I think, very nice. The trim or the rim of this thing, of this frame, and the colors of this trim. So my goodness. So that's the end of the second signature. The third signature again starts with some lace and some ruffle in silk, which I have dyed. Some roses on the inside. This is again one of those nice trims which I've mentioned before. It has this gold and cotton combination. And when you turn it, there is a big journaling card, but it's a flip out. You can flip it out and you can still use this. And this is a rose which needs to be glued on. And you can also write on the inside. This is just to flip out. This is a nice picture of some flowers in pink and purple. There's a ruffle here. This is something you can, there's a pocket, you can take this out. It has a window and you can flip it, and here there's a die cut with some nice and glittery flowers. This trim, this cotton trim, nicely matches the green of this paper. Here is some gold ornament paper. Again, one of my art. Again, this turquoise and gold and stamping and embossing and whatsoever thing. Here, vellum paper where I have embossed this rose motif on, and behind it I have glued a nice flower card, which also carries a trim in cotton. This is a trim which has flower ornaments. And here we have a cotton sewn on pocket. Nice trim with very little flowers and a mini ruffle, and 2 tags which I have created and sewn on and combined with different things, ruffle, flower, lace, and they do sit here. And the good thing with this cotton pocket is that it really can carry a lot of things. Again, coffee dyed paper, pocket, and there is one of those Edith Holden pages from April, because we do have April. It's in German for those of you who would be surprised. So, and here this pocket is a lace collage which I've done using bits and pieces of lace which were left over, and I've glued it on or I've sewn it on a piece of cotton, and I've glued this on this paper, and there are 2 tags inside. Nice border here. That's the other side of my art, to say. This is this is also some nice flower trim. Again, a small bird. There's a pocket, and this is again a copy of the fashion magazine. See the 2 ladies sitting in the sunshine. And this is the back side of the inside cover of the third signature. Number 4. Here I have added 2 layers of lace. One is a more ruffly lace, the other one is a double layered lace, and on top I have added an applique with some pearls in gold, muted down gold. On the back side I have again added different laces, different trims in cotton here. That's a greenish tone, that's a blue tone, corresponding to the pocket as well to the inside of the cover. And here I have added a die cut in big roses with some glittery things, and inside there are in total four elements, 2 or 3 tags and a journaling card, and of course, for those who know, There must be a peacock in my journal, and this is the one. Trim. Another of these pretty flower cards, and it's made into a pocket, and beside it there's another journaling card. No, a tag. I always combine these two things or mix them up. And this is a very and especially pretty lace. Very precious. Gives a nice feel. And on the back side, double or even triple pockets with several journaling cards, tags here, tags there, all in rose and pink tones, corresponding to this paper over here, which is like aquarelle watercolor design. And on the back side it's more green, and this is so funny. This matches the rose here, and when you turn it, then this matches the tone here. Here I have made a pocket out of a paper doily, a double pocket, again one of those nice flower cards, and a tag which I have created or with some lace and some rose picture. Stamping on this side. This is a very pretty fabric which is which is very light and has these these decoration elements in green and blue tones. They are very soft, and I've sewn this on, and you can flip it out, flip it up, and inside there is a journaling card, and it sits on a pocket which I have created by collaging several things together. It's a nice feeling. On the back side, again another pocket with two elements, and I have further decorated the pocket with some lace. And you see it's getting difficult for me because this journal is heavy and it's bulky. Big lace, some nice trim, cotton. Here there's a tuck spot with two elements. Here there's a die cut which I did in these green tones, which do fit to this green here and to the blue there. And another ruffle from self-dyed silk. Here is a pocket which you can flip up, and inside the pocket, of course, there is something. Namely, there is a postcard, a small postcard. I put it back, and this is vellum, and I have embossed on it with some black embossing powder, which has also some glitters. Here there's another envelope, and inside the envelope there's a postcard, and here I have done some stenciling. You see, there's really a lot going on, and I couldn't stop working on it because I liked it so much. It's always the same. Every time I tell to myself, this time you are a little bit more reduced. Don't go overboard. And I can't help it. I think they are getting bigger and bigger. Another pocket and another journaling card, a big one, which I've zigzagged around. So that's the last signature. This is this wonderful trim which you have seen before. I have cut the part here, I have cut it out because it looked nicer when you have the flower elements as on the right hand side. And when you turn it, there is some nice digital paper which is wildflower look, and there's a lace pocket, and here there are two journaling cards. Another tuck spot with a little journaling card, coffee dyed lace, paper, coffee dyed paper. There's a belly band which I also decorated with some lace, and I've done some stenciling here and there. And inside this, behind the belly band, there is another Edith Holden paper, and this time it's May, because, as you know, it's going to be May. another pocket, 2 journaling cards, some vellum paper from Tim Holtz with fleur de froment, very delicate lace here on this side. This is one of the copies of the fashion magazine, and this one is avocado dyed, therefore it got this light rose tone. And I left the description here. It's, as I said, in French. Again, this wonderful special trim with this different blue and green tones. And on this side there is this flippy thing. So here's a pocket. In this pocket there are 3 elements, journaling cards and tag. And you can flip this, and then you have this big journaling card. This is glued on, you can flip it, and behind it there's a belly band, and in this belly band, behind the belly band, there is a ruffled journaling card. And again, I like it when it looks like this. Yeah, sorry. So this is another journaling card, and I've added some nice trim here with roses, which do fit to this tuck spot design. Very nice and delicate cotton trim. Yeah, light green. Wildflower, the end, almost, because there is still another pocket. And in this pocket there is another journaling card. And I have not mentioned it each and every time, but many or some of the journaling cards and tags I did are decorated with gold wax on the edges, like this one. And when you look here, you see that I have added double cotton lace here, cotton lace there, and this is the back side of this journal. Have a look. Have a look here and there, and tell me, isn't it nice? So I'm really in love with it, and I hope you liked my short introduction or short demonstration or whatsoever from this journal. It's called, as I said, Romantic Laces, and yeah, I hope the future owner will like it, and I hope to see you again soon. Bye bye and have a nice day.